We've been very cool as well, and really October is going to end with one of the coolest mornings or coldest mornings we've seen so far this season. Likely going to see temperatures dipping down to around 40 degrees, some places even starting in the upper 30s. But as we start to see more of this winter cold, actually as a forecaster, using dew points is actually a pretty cool tool to use in terms of forecasting. I asked meteorologist Zack Webster to delve a little bit more into that.
We often use the dew point as a way to measure how much humidity is in the atmosphere, especially on those muggy days during the summertime, or when we start to see some of those drier days into the fall and winter and those temperatures feel a lot better. It's largely due to the dew point, but we can also use that dew point to kind of give us a ballpark idea of where temperatures, especially low temperatures, could wind up cooling down throughout the overnight hours each night and into the following morning. First off, let's start out with what the dew point is, and that's the temperature at which a parcel of air needs to reach before it becomes fully saturated with water vapor or that relative humidity hits 100%. Once that happens, condensation starts to form, and as you get condensation, that water vapor gets turned into water. Then you see stuff like dew, frost if it's cold enough, clouds, fog, or other related things start to develop once that condensation starts. And as that happens, as that water vapor gets turned into actual water and forms, dew, clouds, fog, whatever it may be, it takes that water vapor out of the air and turns it into a liquid that causes that dew point to lower, and it's again a reason why that temperature can never be lower than the dew point.
It's really cool. Yeah, condensation is in essence a warming process, and so that really prevents where the temperature can go. So once temperatures meet the dew point, that saturates the air, and that's just like how he said, we get dew on the ground, we get condensation, we get fog. It's really fascinating too. So yeah, if you're ever looking at the dew points, especially before nightfall, if they've been around the 40s, you can bet, especially after a new wave of cool, dry air comes in, you can usually say, hey, that's likely where temperatures will be going for the overnight hours. And right now we've been seeing temperatures steadily around the middle 40s. Again, more of that dry air made its way in behind that thin line of showers yesterday, and even more so into today after we had more of those clouds pushing farther to the southeast as well. So while we're seeing more of these lower 40s, they're only going to be dipping down maybe a degree or two more for the overnight hours, but that will be enough for temperatures to continue diving downwards to meet these dew points, especially underneath clear skies. They want to be trying to meet those dew points as well. So where we're starting to see more of those temperatures in the upper to middle 40s now, we'll continue to see that those get closer and closer to the dew points overnight. Likely going to be seeing, especially for areas north, temperatures getting down to the upper 30s, while other areas are around 40 degrees. So definitely going to likely be our coldest morning so far this season.